There is a place on Earth where time never moved forward. A forbidden island hidden deep in the Bay of Bengal. A place where modern humans are not welcome, and where survival depends on understanding 100,000 venomous creatures that crawl, swim, and hunt in the shadows. This is North Sentinel Island, home of the mysterious Stone Age Sentinels. Tonight, we follow one hunter through his final 24 hours of survival. Deep inside the forest, one hunter moves silently through the ancient jungle. Every step is calculated, because here, the forest is alive with venom. The forest of North Sentinel Island hides thousands of deadly creatures. Venomous centipedes, camouflaged pit vipers, colonies of aggressive ants that can swarm in seconds. For outsiders, one mistake could mean death. For thousands of years, the Sentinels survived here. They learned the rhythm of every insect, every snake, every predator. Knowledge passed through generations. Without books, without maps, only memory. As the night approaches, the forest becomes more dangerous. Millions of venomous insects awaken in the darkness. Hunting begins after sunset, when prey believes it is safe. But the greatest danger is often beneath your feet. At sunrise, the hunter moves toward the sea. The reefs surrounding North Sentinel Island are filled with toxic marine creatures. Stonefish, venomous jellyfish, and reef predators, using vines and knowledge of the currents. The hunter stuns fish in the shallow reef. Night falls once more over North Sentinel Island. The hunter has survived the final 24 hours. In a world filled with venom, predators, and isolation, survival here is not luck. It is knowledge passed down for thousands of years. As the day grows hotter, the rainforest awakens again. Hidden beneath leaves and tree bark are thousands of venomous hunters. Some inject venom, others paralyze their prey within seconds. Here, survival depends on seeing danger before it moves. The hunter is not alone. In these forests, many creatures hunt in silence, and some predators wait patiently for the perfect moment. For the Sentinels, hunting tools are simple but deadly precise. A bow carved from forest wood, arrows tipped with sharpened bone and metal fragments recovered from ancient shipwrecks. Suddenly, movement in the undergrowth. A massive jungle boar weighing nearly 1,000 kilograms. For the hunter, this is both opportunity and danger. In this forest, there are no second chances. But even victory brings new dangers. The smell of blood attracts another kind of predator, venomous scavengers. On North Sentinel Island, weather can change in minutes. Dark clouds roll in from the Bay of Bengal, and the forest prepares for a violent storm. As the storm strikes, the hunter waits. Rain pounds the forest floor. Lightning tears across the sky. But this land and its dangers are nothing new to the Sentinels. By morning, the storm is gone. The forest breathes again. Another day of survival has passed. Hidden beyond coral reefs, protected from the modern world, the people of North Sentinel Island continue their ancient way of life. A world where survival still depends on instinct, knowledge, and respect for nature. Beyond the thick rainforest, the land begins to change. Dark mangrove swamps stretch toward the ocean. These waters hide some of the island's most dangerous creatures. In these waters, danger is invisible. Stonefish, sea snakes, and toxic reef creatures hide perfectly against the mud. For thousands of years, the Sentinels have mastered simple but powerful traps. While the traps wait, the hunter searches the forest floor. But every step here carries risk. Suddenly, a powerful predator appears. A massive monitor lizard, one of the jungle's most aggressive hunters. For a moment, predator and hunter stare at each other, both waiting, both ready. Not every battle needs to be fought. Sometimes survival means walking away. As the sun begins to set, the hunter returns to the coral reef. One final catch before nightfall. For the Sentinels of North Sentinel Island, survival is not a challenge. It is simply life. In a world where the forest breathes venom and the ocean hides predators, they continue to live as their ancestors did thousands of years ago. As darkness falls again over North Sentinel Island, the forest becomes more dangerous than ever. Millions of insects awaken. Predators begin their nightly hunt. In this jungle, many of the deadliest creatures only appear after sunset. The Sentinels use simple traps to hunt even in darkness. In the deep forest, sound becomes the hunter's greatest tool. But sometimes the forest attacks all at once. Near midnight, the hunter returns to the sea. The reef holds creatures just as dangerous as the jungle. One last hunt before dawn. As the first light touches the horizon, the final hours of survival end. For thousands of years, the people of this island have lived in harmony with nature, far from modern civilization, protected by coral reefs, and by the fierce determination to remain free. With the first light of morning, the jungle awakens again. For the hunter, survival does not end with the night. Every new day on North Sentinel Island begins another cycle of danger. High above the forest floor, another world exists. A world of birds, insects, and silent predators. The Sentinels do not only hunt, they gather fruits, roots, and plants, learning which nourish and which poison. To reach new hunting grounds, the hunter must cross a narrow jungle river. But rivers near North Sentinel Island sometimes hide an even greater predator. Against such a predator, silence is the only weapon. Along the island's coastline, ancient coral reefs protect the Sentinels from the outside world. The hunter prepares his tools once more. A bow, a spear, weapons simple in design but perfected over thousands of years. Beyond the coral reefs lies a modern world the Sentinels have chosen to avoid. For thousands of years, life has continued here, unchanged. On North Sentinel Island, survival is not a challenge. It is simply the way of life. Deep within the forest of North Sentinel Island, narrow trails wind silently between towering trees, paths carved not by machines, but by generations of hunters. Not all dangers move. Some remain hidden, waiting for an unlucky step. The forest is filled with plants both useful and deadly. Surrounding North Sentinel Island is a natural fortress of coral reefs. These jagged barriers have protected the island for centuries. As the tide retreats, small pools reveal a hidden world. But many of the ocean's deadliest creatures hide here. For the Sentinels, the ocean provides food if they respect its dangers. As evening approaches, the hunter prepares the day's final meal. Night falls once more over North Sentinel Island. Above the forest, the stars appear exactly as they did thousands of years ago. For the Sentinels, survival is not a challenge to conquer. It is simply the rhythm of life. A world of forests, reefs, and venomous creatures, where the ancient knowledge of the island still guides every step.